Welcome back, everybody. And today we're going to go over chapter 7, the sectional view. And if you look at the first slide here, the part of this section view and the view that reveals surfaces that would be seen if the object could be cut open. And if you look at this, a good example of a sectional view, and you can see because it's such a complicated section, they're gonna use the bubble. This is all the construction notes to show what exactly to this component is, and of course in the previous chapter 5, using multi-view drawing method would be excellent way to illustrate what the feature of the object looks like. But then when you get to a very complicated internal feature, and it's very difficult to illustrate with a hidden line, just like that, as you see that sample here, and the sectional view would solve the problem. So this is why in the previous chapter we used 3 principal view to show the view of the object, but then you won't be able to see what inside the component. So sectional view would be the best way uh, to present to the engineer or to the manufacturer to show them what exactly that object is going to look like. And sectional view are somewhat similar to like X-ray image and very similar to some kind of ultrasound where you can see through the object. So and now you can see with all this section how you cut that whole object and to see the sectional of the object. So cutting the plane, you have a different way to cut the plane. To cut the plane, the path and imaginary cutting the plane follow to slice through an object. Think of the cutting plane line as a saw blade, is like a saw cut that is used to cut through the object. The cutting plane line is represented by a thick black dashed line. So if you look at this sample here, your cutting plane line can be dashed this way, or can be a long dash followed by 2 short dashes, and long dash with 2 short dashes. And here's about approximately the distance between the spaces. You would leave a space about 0.06 inches. You don't have to get exactly that dimension. Nobody is going to measure it. So, but then you at least you know leave a little bit gaps here and show the a little bit short dashes. And or if you don't like this kind of a line type, you can always choose this kind of line type where they have a long dash with a 2 short dashes and so on. This is one of the good example that how the direction of the side. If you're gonna cut through this object here, and if you want to cut through them with your arrow pointing this direction, that means you're looking at this direction. So you're looking at this is your direction of the side. You're looking at this way and to cut this object. Direction of the side, arrow that indicate the direction of the side. The drafter must indicate the direction in which the object is to be viewed after it's sliced or cut through. And to show the section line, this is one of the good sample that you want to show once you cut the section, and your section should be thin. Black line should be thinner, and the spaces between line to line is about 0.13. Doesn't have to be exactly 0.13. Get them like close enough so that can be visible. If you use your triangle template, then you would draw 45 degrees rather than this way. This is a poor practice. You don't want your section lining angles parallel to the view or you parallel to the width. These two are the poor practices. So you would draw the section line with 45 degrees, And if the cutting plane passing through two parts, then you're gonna have to show each part with two different angles. This is gonna go this way, the other is gonna go the other way. This is to show you have more than one part. So if the cutting plane passing through more than two parts, then the section line in each part must be drawn at the different angles. When the angles other than 45 is used, the angle should be 30 or 60 degrees. Section lining should not be parallel with the side of the object to be section line. So if two, then you would use 45 here, 45 there to show you have two parts. But if you have more than two parts, then you can have to use 45 here, 45 there, and then use other angles, things like 30 or 60. So multi-section view, when the object is very complicated and cut in more than one place, each cutting plane line must be labeled, starting with section AA followed by section BB. Look at this object here. You have section AA, and then you have section BB, because you need at least two sections to define what the object is going to look like. Show the direction of the side of the section AA, and then this is your section AA, you're looking at this direction, and your section BB, you're looking at that direction. And we're going to go over what kind of section do we have. We have 9 kind of section I use today in the industry, and we have a full section, offset section, half section, broken out section, revolve section or rotated section, remove section, auxiliary section, thin wall section, assembly section. Some sections are made up of a combination of 9 kind of section. And I'm going to end it here, and let's move on to next video to explain each individual section.